Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Higurashi. That was pretty weird last time, I'd have to say. And I've got a distinct feeling that we are either going to get kidnapped, killed, or possibly both pretty soon. Let's get started.
ケイチ、ケイチ。
放っておいてやれ。友達が行方不明になったんだ。気の毒にな。
Normally my dad never shows me any consideration, but this time he did.
うちの圭一もしばらくの間学校を控えた方がいいんじゃないのか？警察が何とかするまで外出を控えた方が安全だと思うぞ。
そうね。もしもってことに比べたら、学校を何日かお休みにするくらい。
それよりもこんな物騒な事態になったら学校なんか休校にするのが筋じゃないのか？まったく学校の先生方は人の子を何だと思ってるんだ。
Mom and Dad were getting pretty riled up, but at this point I couldn't care less. Besides, that wasn't the only thing I couldn't care less about. The breakfast table, the food in front of me, the time and date, myself, I really had no interest in anything. This feeling, it was like a dead fog in my mind. It felt like getting dizzy after taking strong medication.
圭一、学校の勉強はどうなんだ？圭一の方が進んでるくらいじゃないのか？もしそうならしばらくお休みしてもいいんだぞ。
I didn't even feel like answering. Today was Thursday. Only 4 days had passed since the Higurashi festival. Such a short time, and yet now things were completely different. Everything had changed. The tranquil village, bright and clear as if it were an Indian summer, had undergone a total reversal. People were made to disappear every night, and we couldn't even relax when walking out in broad daylight. The village had become a world of fear. I had no right to curse this outcome. After all, the one responsible for everything was me. That night, I couldn't resist my honesty, my honestly tiny little and incredibly stupid curiosity, and broke the taboo.
ここは入ってはいけないところなんだろう。やめようぜ。鍵がかかっているのを勝手に開けて押し入るなんて、たとえ物を盗まなくったって犯罪なんだぞ。シオンだってこれが密会現場じゃないと分かったなら十分だろう。俺はこんなのには全然興味はないんだ。こんなところにいる間にリカちゃんの演舞が終わっちゃったらどうするんだよ。
I prattled on as I took the lock from Tomitake-san's hands and put it back in the door. I'll forget everything I saw here, so come on. Let's go, let's go! Takano-san was fretting, but I pushed her away. Tomitake-san grinned painfully. Shion's shoulders drooped as if to call me an idiot. Even so, I didn't care. I pushed everyone farther and farther away. Rika-chan's dance was still going on. Then, at last, her dance was brought to a close with a roaring applause. I too, until my hand turned red. I clapped and I clapped. Red like blood. Nobody's home.
レナちゃんじゃない？いつもの時間だから迎えに来たんじゃない？
I looked up at the clock. It was 5 minutes past my time to meet with Rena.
圭一、しばらく学校を休んだ方がいいんじゃないのか？
そうだね。気を使ってくれてありがとう。
I rose from my seat. I went to the entrance to greet Rena.
おはよ
Oh, I thought we were going to get bagged and dragged off into a police car.
う。今日から集団登校だから。遅れちゃダメだよ。
Ah, that's right. If we, the ones furthest away, were to be late, The younger kids on the way there would be waiting for us.
俺さ、今日からしばらく休むことにするよ。学校。
Rena answered shortly, nodding.
圭一君が自分の体に一番優しい過ごし方を選ぶべきだと思う。だから別に引け目を感じることなんかないと思
It's
う
not
よ。
like you're weak or anything.
あ、それからこれ回覧板、お母様に渡しておいてくれるかな。いろいろ大事なお知らせがあるみたいだから。
I took the notice. There were a lot more pages than normal. The one on top announced the disappearance of the mayor, Rika-chan and Satoko, and that they wanted any information about them. It made my heart ache.
警察も必死に探してくれてる。きっと見つかるから。待ってよ。ね。
Rena said, smiling in an attempt to give me courage. Rather than that, though, her smile looked like it was because she herself wanted to believe that they were safe.
レナは俺を問い詰めないんだな。
うん。
Sorry. I meant to click, hit the scroll wheel.
レナは知ってるんだろ。俺があの晩。
西宮殿に忍び込んだことかな。
I think that's a yes. I was speechless for a moment, but then I bit my lip, made up my mind, and nodded a little.
筒抜けなんだな。まったく悪いことはするもんじゃないよ。
みーちゃんはすごく怒ってたよ。
So she was upset. I suppose she would have been.
でもね、きっとみーちゃんが怒ってたのは忍び込んだことよりもそれを隠していたことだと思うの。圭一君は自分から言い出して謝らなくちゃいけなかったんじゃないかな。
I should have told her myself and apologized. That troubled me. Just 1 week ago, I did something that I myself should have apologized to Mion for. I'd hurt her badly. However, I hadn't realized that at all. Plus, with all the confusion that Shion's appearance had brought, I still hadn't been able to talk to Mion about it.
レナの言う通りだな。俺はいつもレナに教えられるまで何も気づかなくて。
圭一君、もしもだよ。もしも圭一君が悪いことをしたことをすぐに認めてみーちゃんに謝っていたら、リカちゃんとサトコちゃんはいなくならずに済んだのかな。
Oh yeah, let's just make us feel a little bit more worse about the whole situation. I couldn't answer right away. I couldn't admit to that. Wasn't Rena telling me right now, though? That I should have admitted to my crime sooner. If I had done that and apologized, would things have not gone in such a horrible direction? Rena's eyes were filled with kindness, but they weren't naive enough to forgive me for keeping silent, and they stared fixedly into my own.
ああ、そうだ。
If I admitted my crime sooner, then Rika-chan and Satoko wouldn't have had to die or disappear. Smack! The palm of Rena's hand slapped me in the cheek. I stood there unmoving, my head still tilted in the direction I'd been hit. It didn't hurt at all.
誰も圭一君のことを叱らなかったと思う。だから私が代わりに圭一君を叱るね。
I pressed a hand to my cheek, now warm with embarrassment, and quietly stared down at Rena's feet.
入ってはいけないところに勝手に入るのはとても悪いこと。
Thanks.
それはわかる？
ああ、
I think we've realized that better than most people here.
返事ははいだよ、圭一君。
はい。
はい。
そしてもっと悪いのは自分が悪いことをしたのを認めないこと。悪いことをするのはとてもいけないことだけど、それを認めて謝らないことはもっともっと悪いことなんだよ。
はい。僕が悪かったです。
For a few moments, Rena stared at me, silently and intently, as if gauging my remorse. Then finally, the tension in her face softened, and she smiled.
じゃあもう時間だから私は行くよ。
あ
回覧板お母様に渡しておいてね。あと回覧板は暗くなったら持っていかないようにって注意付きだから。
I bent down to pick up the notice, which I'd dropped when she'd slapped me. The pages had come out of the clasp and were now making a mess on the floor. I gathered them up one by one. My hand stopped at a single page, more light-hearted page, with peaceful sentences dancing on it. We still have plenty of homemade soy sauce in stock. Feel free to come to the Sonozaki house if you want yeah. Okay.
なんだこれ。
Yeah, they got lots of it. It's good stuff. I picked up the page and scanned the rest of it. They were stockpiling high-quality soy sauce they got from faraway relatives in the Akita prefecture. They had gotten a big shipment recently. That's how they're luring everyone in. They bought all the soy sauce in the village, so the only place they can go is to the Sonozaki household. And then as soon as they get there, they grab them. And, presumably feed them soy sauce until they die. They couldn't use it all, so they wanted anyone who wanted some of it to feel free to come over, is what it said. As a P.S., it said it arrived in barrels, and to please bring a 2-liter bottle or other container for it. That's how it tied together.
醤油をもらいに行くなら園崎家か。レナ、お前ひょっとして知ってたんじゃ。
うん、知ってた。
Wow. Rena had already been suspicious of Mion as soon as she noticed that the big bottle of soy sauce was missing. Man, what a way to kill someone. Lure him in with soy sauce and then, I don't know, karate chop him in the back of the neck, teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid. Rika-chan had taken the bottle and had gone to Mion's house, and there, she was erased. Rika-chan wasn't coming back, so Satoko called Mion's house, since she knew where she had gone, and then Satoko got called there as well. That meeting on the day the mayor disappeared. Didn't Oishi-san say that the 3 families participated in it? He wanted soy sauce real bad. The 3 families would include the Sonozaki family. Didn't he also say that the current leader was really old, so her heir, Mion, frequently stood in for her at public appearances? While the mayor was returning from the shrine, Mion called out and stopped him. She talked to him and invited him to their house and... chop! Then she made him disappear. It was probably even simpler to make Shion disappear. You know how she likes the soy sauce. Shion was part of the Sonozaki family. They probably knew exactly what she was doing at all times. I'm sure they even knew her part-time job schedule, too. Thinking back, wasn't that Angel Mort store managed by the Sonozaki family? Setting up an ambush for her there wouldn't have been any trouble at all.
俺、ミオンのところへ行く。
Oh, we're gonna die for sure.
謝ってくるよ。もう全部終わりにしてもらう。ミオンはきっと簡単には許してくれないだろうけど、もうこれ以上誰も犠牲
Would
に
you
ならない
mind
ように
stop killing
頼むから。
people? That'd be great. With that decided, there was no need for me to be lazing around here. I put on my shoes and slipped past Rena to exit the house. When she stopped me,
私も行くよ。
レナ、学校はいいのか？
Ah, those kids can be late. I don't care.
学校なんかよりもっと大切な用事だよ。
レナは来るな。この上レナまで巻き込まれたら俺は頭がどうにかなってしまうかもしれない。
Rena didn't move her arm, which was blocking my way.
ケイチ君までいなくなったら私も頭がどうにかなってしまうかもしれない。だからケイチ君だけを行かせない。
Rena argued boldly, as tears welled up in her eyes. I saw them, and I knew the strength of her resolve.
わかった。行こう。ありがとう、レナ。
See you later, parents. I'm probably gonna die. Rena nodded slightly, but firmly, and finally let down the arm blocking me. Let's go. To Mion's house. I'll apologize for the crimes I've committed. Then we'll put an end to these twisted days. After that, I'll pray that once more we can return to those fun, lively days. I mean, to be fair, I don't think this is just going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? That's okay. I won't kill you. With Rena following me, I left the house. In front of the house, there was a car waiting. It was Oishi-san. Oh no, the kidnapping's underway.
おはようございます。前原さん、それから龍さんも。朝から羨ましいですね。
Quick run! He can't outrun us. He's too fat. Unless he gets in the car, presumably. What a truly praiseworthy man he was. If he had been lying in wait so early in the morning just to pressure me into talking. On this morning, though, maybe this was oh no, you're gonna get in the car and he's gonna kidnap you! This is actually a good opportunity.
警察の方ですよね。
ありゃ、龍宮さんには名乗ってませんでしたっけ？これは失礼しました。私、沖宮署の大石と申します。
おい。
どうぞよろしく。
大石さんに喋るのか？
うん。ケイチ君の罪は私の平手だけであがなえるけど、兄ちゃんの罪はこの人たちにあがなってもらわなくちゃいけない。
Pain and sadness. I looked down as those emotions built up in my heart.
大石さんにお話があります。
はてはて。
Broke into the murder shed. Am I gonna go to jail?
どんなお話でしょうか？ここで立ち話します？それとも車の中で
You
しま
sure
す
do like being in that car, don't you? Real proud of that thing.
車の中でします。
I only continued to look down weakly. All I could do was be thankful for how dependable Rena was. At Rena's urging, I revealed everything to Oishi-san. The latter, while making sure to throw in murmurs that he was paying attention every now and then, took notes. We continued that way for a while.
どうです？話したらなんだか胸がすっきりしたんじゃないですか？
Oishi-san asked this while scratching his head with his ballpoint pen. Of course, I don't feel better. The price that had been paid up until now for me not owing up to my crimes had been so immense. But as long as that payment wasn't returned, the load on my chest could never be removed. If only I could claw at my throat to release the pain. His radio started to emit static. Moshi mosh.
はい、もしもし。
Moshi mosh.
大石です。 はいはい。引き続き見張りお願いします。
Actually, we're going to the Sonozaki main house, so I guess we are going to the same place now that I think about it. I was thinking they were talking about where Shion lived, but I think they're actually talking about the house in Hinamizawa. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't have a radio of his own.
答えに窮したら、実は居眠りしてて起こさないように言われてるとか、ごまかしといてください。
The radio grew silent.
いや、失礼。仕事の連絡でした。
今、園崎家前は動きなしって言ってましたよね。
ありゃん
Oh,
そんな風に聞こえちゃいました
guess we better get the kidnapping underway then.
そりゃ困ったな。秘密にしてくださいよ。課長から内定の許可はもらってないんですから。
Oishi-san had suspected Mion for a long time.
事情聴取も家宅捜査も、とにかく何にも許可が下りないんですよ。園崎本家を守ろうという園崎家の防衛機能がガッキガキに作用しちゃってるらしくて、令状がなくちゃ私たち現行犯以外は何にも手出しできませんからね。
大石さんってひょっとして。
Rena's tone of voice alone was enough to make her spite clear. She stared at Oishi-san.
園崎家に踏み込めないものだから圭一君に踏み込ませようとしてたんじゃないですか？
No?
レナ、それはどういう意味だ？
この人は私の想像通りならとても卑劣な
Dirty
人。
old man.
人聞きが悪いですね。でもお説は拝聴しますよ。
Oishi-san lit a cigarette and responded to Rena, wearing an expression implying he was calm and willing to let her comment slide.
あなたは令状が取れないけれどみーちゃんが怪しいとずっと狙いをつけていた。圭一君を焚きつけて園崎家へ向かわせようと企んだ。そして圭一君に何かがあればそれを口実に踏み込むつもりだった。
What a great plan! Let's do that!
そうでしょ。
I only understood about half of what Rena was saying. I knew, however, that Oishi-san had been trying to use me.
その結果圭一君が襲われる
Oh,
かもしれないのに。
he's gonna die. We're not getting out of this one alive.
恥知らず。これが警察のやり方なの？
いやいや、こりゃとんだところに名探偵がいたもんです。いやはやいやはや。あなた、うちの試験受ける気ありません？刑事課配属の推薦状書いてあげてもいいですよ。
卑劣感。
Fortunately, we don't let people break the windows in the detective division. Rena spoke quietly, her words dripping with hostility.
私もいろんな悪口を言われたもんですが、若いお嬢さんの短い一言が一番答えますよ。
でも結果として今日までみーちゃんを逮捕しなかったことには感謝しておきますね。
そりゃどうも。
Oishi-san seemed to be enjoying his exchange with Rena. The things this man thought were like a swamp. I could barely see past the surface. It reminded me again of how much I disliked him.
さて、その園崎美音さんの親友であらせられるお二人は、これからどうするつもりです？私が証拠固めを終えて、令状が請求できるまで、のんびり待っててくれるわけですかな？
そんなの待ちません。私たちが行ってみーちゃんを自首させます。
That's right. If she turned herself in rather than be arrested, she might get a lighter sentence. I mean, she murdered 3 people, presumably, right? Or at the very least, locked them in her murder dungeon. But I'm pretty sure they're dead. Do you get off easy for that? Maybe if you're a kid. At this point, perhaps that was the only pity I could find it in me to afford her.
さてさて、そんなにうまくいくでしょうかね。下手すりゃ、あなたたちも無事では済まないかもしれません。
And then we'll rush in and shoot everyone, I guess. I don't know. What are you going to do in that situation? Oishi-san was measuring our resolve. So in a strong voice, I declared,
そんなのは覚悟の上です。
Oishi-san gave us an unpleasant, yet seemingly satisfied grin. It was then that I realized that this man was trying to use us for his own convenience. Yeah, I was kind of seeing that myself.
もし私たちに何かあったなら、それを口実に踏み込んでください。
I think this is agreeable for both parties, except for myself, who will be dead.
犯人を取り逃がさないように、ぐるりと取り囲んでくださるのが一番の希望なんですが。
Although, see, now it sounds like Rin is trying to use him, somehow. That's weird.
竜宮さんは交渉も上手です。参りましたよ。降参です。
どういうことだよ。
警察の人がみーちゃんの家を包囲しておいてくれるなら、これが万が一の時の保険になるの。万が一の時の。
Plus, it would be another way of pressuring Mion to give herself up, wouldn't it?
ああ、大石より熊ちゃんへ。大石より熊ちゃんへ。お友達が2人、園崎家へ遊びに行きます。増援をかけられるよう準備だけよろしく願います。
And he fell asleep right at the end of the broadcast. Their altogether too short conversation implied that our questioning was already a part of their plans.
では、参りましょうか。お茶菓子でも買っていきます？
Yeah, you know, that's what... I'm hungry. I need to eat before I get slaughtered. Neither Rinna nor I went along with Oishi-san's stupid joke. Don't want to die on an empty stomach. Oishi stopped the car at the place where we always waited for Mion. Come to think of it, I've never been to Mion's house before. I've only heard that it's right down this road.
お送りできるのはここまでです。情報では、園崎本家は自宅周辺に監視カメラをかなり配置しているらしいんですよ。でもご安心を。何度か死角をついて突入できる位置に若いのが何人か待機してます。指向性マイクで中を伺ってますから、お二人が大きな悲鳴を上げてくださればすぐにわかりますよ。
絶対に説得しますから、自首を認めてくださいね。
In both of our eyes was determination. It was the only method available to us for lightening the sins of our good friend.
くれぐれも注意してください。今さら信じないでしょうが、できることならあなたたちに犠牲になってほしくないんですから。
本当に今さらだな。
Without rude response, we left the car. You know, I started thinking back a little bit on, you remember that extra scene way back when Keiichi kicked that guy's motorcycle and got himself into all that trouble, and then the police ended up picking up the thugs? And, we saw Oishi-san, you know, was trying to play it off like, hey, you know, tell us the license plates and we'll go get the bikes for you. And then you find out that they've been stolen, and that he's going to try to, you know, put them away because of the stolen bikes, among other stuff. So I think it was, that scene was supposed to show Oishi-san being ruthless and manipulating people so that he could get what he wanted done. In sort of the same way where he's pretty ruthless in manipulating young kids to send them in to possibly die to use as a excuse to go in themselves. That's the only thing I could think of that scene being, but I'm pretty sure that's what that means. The clinging humidity and voices of the cicadas greeted us. I'd never have expected this would be happening today.
行こう圭一君。
Rina took the lead and began to walk. Down the road I'd never been.
レナはミオンの家には行ったことがあるんだよな。
うん、何度もあるよ。とても大きな家でね。お庭なんか山が丸ごと入るくらいあるんだよ。松茸が取れるとかなんとかで、いつもは柵がしてあるんだけどね。
Big enough to fit a mountain. That was amazing. One of the three families controlling Hinamizawa, and the head family of the Sonozaki clan. Perhaps there was something to be said about its magnitude. The path continued onward, level and uneventful. There were metal fences along its edges, and beyond them were woods with trees growing thickly. The fences were high. The tops of them bent inward, sticking out like sharp spears. Plus, there was dangerous-looking barbed wire wrapping them. No one could look at them and not feel intimidated. In addition, there were signboards hung up here and there along the fence. Private property of the Sonozaki family. Entrance forbidden. Beware of venomous snakes. Active security cameras. Intruders will be charged an entry fee of 1 million yen.
この森、いや、山か。まるまる庭なのか。
庭というか、領地だね。
Oh, that's not evil.
見ての通り私有地ではあるけど、手入れも何もしてないから。散策ができるような気持ちいい森というわけでもないし。
She could say that again. It really did feel like a neglected, savage woodland. It was dark and damp, and certainly not a forest that made you want to go for a nice walk. Maybe that's just what happens when a landowner has too much land. Like Oishi-san said, there were security cameras hung up all over the place. Though they had been weathered by wind and rain, casting doubt as to whether they were even functional.
俺たちが来るの、ミオンはあれを通して見てるんだろうか。
見てないと思うな。だってみーちゃんの家は基本的におばあちゃんとみーちゃん本人の2人しか住んでないんだもの。カメラを見張ってる人がいないし。
What a useless security system.
みーちゃんのお父さんがいろいろ大変な人みたいでね。だから一族がみんなで集まるときにはちゃんと機能しているらしいよ。
That's right. Mion's father, he was a big shot Yakuza, wasn't he? Rina smoothly danced around the answer as she explained. At last, a huge gate, as big as I'd imagined, appeared. Was she living by herself with her grandmother? In a house with such a grand gateway?
いるかな。
Dang it, I did it again. Beep. The old buzzer made a dull sound. Was it cut off in the middle and not getting to the house? We waited long enough without a response for me to start thinking like that. However, we finally heard footsteps walking through gravel on the other side of the gate. I nervously balled my hands, my palms now sweating, into fists. There was the clang of a bolt being released, and the gate opened slightly. A person peeking out of the gap was none other than Mion. Spooky Mion or normal Mion?
こんな時間に
Normal
珍しい
Mion.
な。
Okay.
二人とも学校は
Mion didn't seem all that surprised at visitors arriving in the morning, which wasn't a normal time. In fact, she almost seemed relaxed, as if she knew we were coming beforehand.
学校は休んだよ。
ケイちゃんはともかくレナも二人とも不良なんだからな。
Mion smiled lightly, in the way that the Mion we knew always did.
立ち話もなんでしょ。入りなよ。
Come into the murder dungeon. She gestured for us to follow her. I hesitated for a moment, looking at Rena.
行こう。
The murder dungeon awaits. Rena smiled cheerfully, as if she were passing through the gate of a good friend's house, and did just that. I rally myself and then go through the gate too. On the topic of murder dungeons, I was looking at houses recently, and, looking through house website pictures. And I found one that looked, fine enough. I'm going through the pictures, and all of a sudden I come across what I can only assume is a murder dungeon. It's more than likely just a very unkempt, dusty, unfinished basement. But there was like rusty metal in there, and brick walls. I mean, it was like, it was very, very dark, It wasn't a very good house selling picture, let's just say that. Anyway, on the other side, it hadn't been maintained very well, but it was clear that the lot was magnificently wide. It wasn't quite what you'd think of when you hear mansion, but it was very clearly a vast place.
ケイちゃんはうちに来るの初めてだったっけ？
ああ。でけえ家じゃねえか。
今時合掌造りなんて流行らないよ。観光資源にはなるかもしれないけどね。私は早くごくごく平均的な鉄筋コンクリートに建て替えてほしいと思ってるよ。
Mion dryly smiled as she said that, then closed the gate and relocked the heavy bolt.
気にしないで。最近は物騒だからね。日中でもこれくらいはしておかないと。
ああ、そうだな。
Maybe it was my imagination, but I thought I saw the hint of a shadow in her smile.
では、ご案内申し上げます。どうぞこちらへ。
Mion bowed to us like a worker at a high-class hotel, then pivoted on her heel and began to walk. Rena gripped my stiffening arm slightly, or lightly even.
ケイチ君、硬くなりすぎかな。私たちはみーちゃんに会いに来たんだよ。そんなに緊張することはないんだから。
Just worried about being dead is all. That's right. When I get nervous, I tend to let everything show on my face. I'll stop tensing up. Even if something were to happen, there were two of us. Oishi-san's subordinates were waiting outside the gate for us too. There was nothing to worry about. After thinking about it that much, I realized my nervousness was already gone, and laughed at myself.
なんだこりゃ。ミオン、この新聞紙の上に置いてある漬物石はなんだ？邪魔だぞ。
There was a pile of newspapers on the floor of the entrance, and there was a large rock on top of them. I didn't understand why something like that was here. Rena noticed me looking at it questioningly and giggled.
レナは知ってるのか？これはなんだ？何かのおまじないか？
ケイちゃんがよくわからないなら、それをどかしてそこに靴を脱いでもいいんだけど。
ケイチ君、その石の真上にね、ツバメ。
え？あ、本当だ。
人様の家なのにツバメが勝手に入ってきて巣を作ってるってわけ。代々語り継いでるのか、季節になると決まってここに巣を作るんだよ。
I don't know what this means, but I bet it has some important importance to the story. Swallows setting up nests, I guess.
迷惑してるんだけどね。
つまりね、そこはツバメの糞とかが落ちてきて危ないから靴を脱がないようにっていう目印なの。
Alright, utilitarian, I like it. I couldn't help but laugh at the silly contrivance. My laughter naturally spread to the other two.
園崎家も大昔養蚕とかやってたことがあるらしくてね。ご先祖様はツバメ退治に躍起になったそうだけどね。それを思うとこれはちょっと罰当たりなのかな。
Silkworms, that sounds important too.
ま、上がって上がって。
No murder dungeon yet. The inside of the house wasn't very bright at all. It was dimly lit, in fact, but mysteriously, I could still feel an elegance to the place. Mion seemed to want a more modern building, but traditional houses like this aren't bad either.
冗談でしょ。隙間風は入るし、冬場は寒いし。人の家を勝手に文化財にして改築を妨害しないでもらいたいね。一番の理想はケイちゃんの家でしょ。あれは羨ましいよな。冬場は暖かそうだし。あ、でも雪下ろしは大変かもね。
雪下ろしは大変って、そんなに雪が降るのか、ひなみ沢は。井戸は関東より南なくらいだろ。ここいらって暖かい土地なんじゃないのか。
圭一くん知らないの？ひなみ沢は豪雪地帯なんだよ。大雪が降るとみんな埋まっちゃうの。玄関なんか埋まっちゃう時もあるんだよ。止めた車が完全に埋まっちゃって見つからないことだってあるんだから。
I wasn't aware of that. Hinamizawa was that bad of a place in the winter? Come to think of it, my dad. He said something like this place got plenty of snow, so we could have fun building igloos. Still, your front door getting buried, not being able to find your car? That's way too much snow.
地理の授業で習ったでしょ。日本海側は大陸からの寒風がそのまま流れてくるからね。山脈で遮られてぬくぬくしてるような軟弱な太平洋側とはわけが違うんだから。
俺、軟弱でもぬくぬくでも何でもいい。寒いのは嫌だ。
これは今年の冬はケイちゃんを寒さに慣らすための強化合宿が必要だね。
嫌だ嫌だ、全力で嫌だ。
Because you'll be dead.
寒いのは嫌いだ。強化合宿も嫌いだ。両方合わさったらもっと嫌いだ。
Mion laughed more uproariously than she ever had, then told it she'd bring out some tea and left her seat for the moment.
でもね、冬は冬で楽しいことがいっぱいあるんだよ。冬の部活もね、きっと。
冬の部活か。実に嫌な響きのある部活だぞ。
Are we ignoring the fact that our friends are dead? And that the club is now 3 members?
寒中水泳やら雪中行軍やら、ここはいつから八甲田山になったんだ。
確かに冬場の罰ゲームは辛いのが多いね。雪が降ってる校庭でリオのカーニバルをさせられたことある。
I see the terror of our club cared not for the season. The victor would be decided by who could best adapt to the winter-only events.
雪合戦もやるし、かき氷の大食いとか雪中宝探しとか。
だからなんで外で遊ぶんだよ。雪が降ってんだからぬくぬくとお部屋でテーブルゲームで遊べばいいじゃないかよ。
圭一くん、そんなこと言ってると冬場はいっぱい負けちゃうかもね。圭一くん、罰ゲームいっぱいでレナは負けない。
はうじゃねえ。
I settled things with a cross chop to the head.
盛り上がってるな。 壁が薄いんだからぶち抜かないようにしてよね。
The paper sliding door opened, and Mian returned with a pot and complete tea set.
お茶受けはごませんでいい？
Oh, do you want any soy sauce to go with your murder food?
羊羹とか
Your
気の
last
利いた
meal?
ものがなくて申し訳ないね。
あ、いいよいいよ。別にお茶を飲みに来たわけじゃないし。
Uh-oh. And with those words, the smile disappeared from Rinna's face. Ah, she did it. That one careless statement reminded us of what we had nearly been able to forget. I had wanted to enjoy this peaceful time for a little longer, but we put an end to that with those honestly careless words. When she noticed the smile disappear from Rinna's expression, Mian too changed hers. It was as if the cheerful air that was like a warm spring day until a moment ago had slipped through the cracks in the paper door and altogether disappeared. There was no point in regretting it now. We did not come here today to chat and enjoy ourselves. We came here to die. Mian silently poured the tea. During that time, both Rinna and I sat kneeling without uttering a word.
どうぞ召し上がれ。
Don't drink it, it's got needles. We couldn't even mutter a word of acknowledgement at those natural words of courtesy.
毒なんか入ってないよ。そこまで信用ないかな。心外だね。
Mian gave a bitter smile at that and let her shoulders droop. We all remained silent. We remained silent, hoping that someone else would speak up first. That was, however, the one thing we didn't want to do, and so we sat for a long time. At last, Mian smiled scornfully and opened her mouth to speak.
おいおい、ケイちゃんもレナも客はそっちなんだよ。用があって来たんじゃないの。そっちから切り出してくれなきゃおじさんも困っちゃうんだけどな。
Rinna and I exchanged glances, and we both resigned ourselves. Rinna opened her mouth to speak first, so I stopped her.
ケイチ君。
いいんだ。俺は来るべくして来たんだ。俺から喋らせてくれ。
うん。わかった。
ケイちゃんが私に何の話かな。お宅のお嬢さんを私にください。ダメだよ。うちのレナはケイちゃんとは釣り合わないね。味噌汁で顔を洗って出直しておいで。
Afterwards, I thought her mean remarks were Mian's own way of showing consideration. Mian had said those mean things in a totally normal voice, and it drained the tension from my shoulders.
ミオ、まず謝ることがある。
ケイちゃんが何を？
Mian pretended that she didn't know what I was talking about, but I'd clearly gotten my point across.
綿流しの晩、俺は神社の祭具殿に。
I could see Mian's expression immediately become harder.
入ってはいけない場所だったのは知ってた。でもほんのちょっとした探検のつもりで悪気はなかったんだよ。でもいけないことだったんだよな。謝る。この通り。
To display my deepest sincerity, I pressed my forehead to the table. I'd meant it as a way of prostrating myself. I figured it wouldn't feel sincere enough if I raised my head right away, so I left it there on the table for a while. Mian didn't say anything. With my face down, I couldn't tell what sort of expression Mian had. Only the voices of the cicadas filled the room. Mixed with them, I could hear the sound of the clock ticking. That was all. When I started to struggle to breathe from having my head down for so long, Mion told me to stop.
参ったな。いきなり直球勝負で来るとは思わなかったよ。参った参った。
I looked up to see that Mion's face was calm, but she was smiling, faintly.
ケイちゃんにとっては面白半分の探検でも、それが笑い事では済まないと思ってる人たちも大勢いるってことを、ちょっとでも理解してくれたなら、それでいいよ。郷に入りては郷に従えって昔から言うもんね。
あれからもう何日も経ってる。今更だとは思うが謝る。悪かった。許してくれ。
I could feel pitiful tears welling up within me. If I'd done this sooner, maybe nothing terrible would have happened.
いいよ。ケイちゃんが悪いことをしたと思ったならそれでいいんじゃない？
Mion spoke like it was someone else's problem, and I wasn't happy about that.
兄ちゃん、ケイチ君はちゃんと真面目に謝ってるんだよ。兄ちゃんも真剣に答えてあげるべきじゃないのかな。
私は真剣だよ。レナには私が不真面目そうに見える？
見えるよ。
Rena was giving her tit for tat, and so the room's atmosphere quickly began to grow sharper. She was right. Even though I came here to speak from the heart like this, it's felt like she hasn't been taking this seriously. Obviously, Rena isn't fond of that.
ケイチ君、もういいよ。全部話そう。兄ちゃんもそれを望んでいるようだし。
I had known it would turn out like this from the beginning. Hadn't I come here prepared for that? I mustered my willpower and bit my lip.
ミオ、おとといリカちゃんとサトコを呼んだろ。
覚えはないけど、そう思うに足る根拠があるなら聞かせてもらえる？
夕方
Soy
過ぎ
sauce.
のお夕食前の時間、リカちゃんが来たはずだよ。お醤油の大瓶を持ってお裾分けしてもらいに。
Mion was trying to keep from showing any reaction, but I didn't miss her eyelid twitching just a little bit.
どうしてそう思う？
そんなに難しい話じゃない。みーちゃんも見たでしょ、リカちゃんの部屋。
Mion put a finger to her forehead and acted like she was thinking.
冷ややっこがあるのにお醤油がなかった。そして流しの下にあるはずの醤油の大瓶も瓶ごとなかった。
That in itself is incriminating. Who doesn't have a ginormous bottle of soy sauce in their house at all times?
何それ？
Guess if you make chilled tofu randomly and don't decide to check your soy sauce level, maybe it's useful to have that big bottle.
それが私のとこへ来る理由になるわけ？
ミオ、いい加減にしろ。お前が自分で回覧板に書いたんじゃないか。醤油をお裾分けするって。
Oh, spooky eyes. Mion scratched her head. I heard her ever so faintly click her tongue. It was as though we'd found out she'd purposely given too little change to a servant. That's all I could feel from her.
そしてみーちゃんはリカちゃんを隠してしまった。
Rena hesitated for a moment. I could tell that she didn't want to use the word erased, and that she was struggling to find another word.
そして本当はそれで終わりのはずだったんだよね、みーちゃんにとっては。
そりゃあどういう意味かな？
リカちゃんがみーちゃんの家に行くことをさとこちゃんに言い残していたのは誤算だったんじゃないかな。そしてさとこちゃんはみーちゃんの家に電話をした。うちのリカがお邪魔してませんこと？うん、きっとこんな感じ。似てる。みーちゃんは ちょっとまずいと思ったんだよね。リカちゃんがここに来たことを知る人間がいたから。だからさとこちゃんも誘い出そうと思った。
誘い出す？へえ、どんな感じでかな。
Mion prodded Rena on, as if trying to get to the good part of an interesting story. I, however, knew. I'd been watching Mion change the whole time. She was restlessly twirling her fingers. She had clearly lost her calm. Of course, it was really a slight thing, and only I, who had been watching her this whole time, would have known. Mion was panicking. What Rena was saying must have been a bullseye.
きっとこんな感じだよ。さとこ、実は今日食事を作りすぎちゃったんだけど、食べに来ない？リカちゃんは先に来て、もう食べてるよ。こんな感じ。
Scratch. Mion's nails dug into her knee.
へえ、電話の内容の記録テープがあるわけでもないのに、どうしてそこまで。
冷蔵庫にさとこちゃんの作った2人分のお夕食がまるまる手つかずでラップに包まれて入ってたから。
For a few moments, Mion's face was frozen in utter amazement. She looked like she couldn't believe that this person in front of her was Rena.
そんなことで、どうやったら電話で喋った内容まで察しがついちゃうわけ？
What do you think, everyone?
長くなるから説明は省くけど、冷蔵庫の中身がみーちゃんの呼び出した話の内容まで如実に物語っちゃってるの。
Mion's jaw remained on the floor. That was the only way I could describe her face.
これは
Oh, she's cracked.
とんだ名探偵が身近にいたもんだよ。まさか冷蔵庫の中身だけで電話の内容まで見破るとは。参ったな。参った参った。
As if a dam had burst, Mion convulsed into laughter. Her laughter, though, definitely didn't make us want to laugh as well. It's bad laughter. Let me turn up my headphones slightly. Oh, I think that shows up on the recording too, sorry. Mion grew tired of her dumb laughter, heaved a big sigh, and scratched her head. It almost seemed like Mion had lost a detective punishment game for the club or something, and her punishment had been decided. Oh, how fun that would have been if it were true.
とんだ名探偵か。みーちゃんこそ大石さんがした会話の内容までよく察しがつくね。大石さんも私のこととんだ名探偵って言ったもの。
As soon as she heard Oishi-san's name, Mion's eyes began to display panic more clearly, so that anyone would be able to tell.
ミオ、警察はもうとっくにお前を疑ってるんだ。この家も大石さんの部下が踏み込もうと今も様子を伺ってる。
Mion attempted to feign calm, but it looked like she was having a hard time with that. Part of her couldn't believe that the police had her surrounded, and she closely examined Rena's facial expression. However, she couldn't detect a hint of falsehood. Finally, Mion seemed to accept the fact that the police were encircling the house.
村長さんもみーちゃんが。
富武さんと高野さんもミオンなのか？
Mion didn't answer our rapid-fire questions. I could clearly see impatience in her eyes, which were still feigning calm.